Saint Macarius, the Roman of Mesopotamia, commemorated on October 23rd. One day, the cave where holy ascetic Macarius lived was found by 3 monks from the monastery of Saint Asclepius in Mesopotamia. Sergius, Hyginos, and Theophilos had left the monastery in order to wander through the world, seeking a sign from God which would be beneficial for their salvation. Suddenly, as they approached the cave, they noticed a marvelous fragrance issuing forth from it. Then they saw an old man walking toward them, covered only by his hair and a beard which reached his knees. He threw himself to the ground and remained there for several minutes until he was sure the 3 strangers were not really demons. When he was satisfied that he was not experiencing some sort of delusion, he invited them into his cave. The oldest monk asked him to relate his story, which he did. Saint Macarius told them that he was born in Rome and was the son of a wealthy senator named John. When he was old enough to be married, his parents betrothed him against his will. There was a celebration following the wedding, but instead of entering the bridal chamber, he fled to the home of a pious widow, where he spent 7 days secretly weeping and entreating God to help him. When he left her house, Macarius met a well-dressed old man of noble demeanor. This man ordered Macarius to accompany him. Macarius did follow him for 3 years, until one day they came to a cave, and then the old man vanished. He appeared to Macarius in a dream soon afterward, and revealed that he was the Archangel Raphael, who had guided Tobias in his travels. Before he vanished, the Archangel entrusted him to God's mercy. Soon after he first moved into the cave, Macarius saw a most beautiful young woman standing before him, who said that she also had fled from an unwanted marriage in Rome. In spite of his caution, Saint Macarius did not have sufficient discernment to escape the devil's snare, and so he allowed the girl to spend the night in his cave. For the first time in his life, he was assaulted by the fiery darts of carnal desire, and he sinned with the girl. Suddenly she disappeared, and the devil rejoiced because he had tempted the ascetic to sin. At that moment Saint Macarius realized the seriousness of his fall. Weeping bitterly, he decided to leave the cave and find another place where he might do penance. Along the way, the Archangel Raphael appeared to him once again and urged him to return. He told him that God would hear his prayers if he remained in the cave, so he went back and subjected his flesh to severe fasting, vigils, and absolute self-denial for many years, so that he might recover the purity of his soul in order to contemplate God. After he had edified the 3 brethren with the story of his struggles, Saint Macarius sent them on their way in peace. His sin was very great, but so was his repentance. Therefore he fell asleep in the Lord in the presence of the angels and the saints. The precise date of the saint's repose is not known, but it was probably at the end of the 4th century or the beginning of the 5th.